it's Christy. Welcome to card number 4 in my 2015 Valentine series. Today I'm going to be using these two new stamp sets from W+9. I fell in love with these the minute that I saw them in the sneaks, and I knew I had to have them. They are just so cute. They both feature these adorable elephants, and if you're thinking that you need just one of these sets, look at how well they play together. You know, you've got all these little bubbles and things on this one, which is called Bubble Talk, with all these great sentiments. And then you've got this one, which is called Unforgettable. And you've got the balloon and the party hat and the different, there's other party hats here, and the different sentiments. They just are great to work together. So I decided to get them both. They're just too cute. One of the cutest releases that I've seen so far this year. So anyway, I wanted to play with them right away. So we're going to use those today. And I'm going to start by stamping out some of these images on some Tim Holtz watercolor paper. And I'm going to use some VersaFine Onyx Black for that so that we can do a little bit of watercoloring. So I'm just going to start by inking up this elephant from Bubble Talk. Okay. Cute. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. Okay, then we're going to take the heart speech bubble, also from Bubble Talk. Get that right there. I've got a couple of little grass images, which is from the Unforgettable set. We'll just do that to ground our image a little bit. There's a larger one and a smaller one there. Alright, and then I've got this little flower here, which is from Unforgettable, and I think I'm going to add it right over here, but the stem is a little bit too long, and I did straighten up the stem a little bit too. The last image that I'm stamping is our sentiment, which is the I love you sentiment from Bubble Talk, since we are doing a Valentine card. Alright, so I've put down my craft mat here just to protect my surface, and I've got some water in my little well here. And I've chosen some Distress Ink colors. I've got pumice stone and weathered wood, tumbled glass, dusty concord, spun sugar, and peeled paint. So I am going to grab a paintbrush here, a couple of paintbrushes, and I'm going to begin by just wetting the surface of my little elephant here, kind of dampening that paper, getting it ready to absorb that ink. Just going to work on his head to begin with. So I'll take some pumice stone there, and I'll put down a touch of the weathered wood. Okay, and then I'm just going to pick some of that up and put it down in the areas that I want the darkest to begin with. So start to shade. And I can add a little bit more water and kind of blend that out. I'm going to try to keep him nice and soft. Pull some gray down into his ear. I'm going to add some pink inside his ear in a little bit, but I just want to put in a touch of gray to mute that color. Okay, I'm going to move on to his body and let that head dry a little bit. Okay, I'm just picking up more of that color. Just adding it in those shaded areas, and then I can go back again with some more water and kind of blend that out to keep it soft. Get his little tail. Okay, now I'm going to let him dry. I don't want to work him too much, so just leave him be for now. I can go back over him with some more color in a little bit. Okay, we'll go ahead and take care of our little flower here. I'm just adding a tiny bit of that Dusty Concord. Alright, for the bubble here, I kind of want to get a mottled look of some blue and pink, and maybe even a little bit of the pumice stone here. Just a very light bit of color to kind of make it look like, you know, a soap bubble. Just spreading that around. Go in with some blues. Go in with some pinks in different areas. Maybe a touch of that gray. Alright, so I'm going to go back into his ear now with some of that pink. Just add a little bit of color in there. Just real soft. Maybe even a little bit of a blush on the cheek. While I leave that to dry, I'm going to go back over his body just a little bit. Just deepening those shadows. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how he's turned out there. I think I'm going to skip the weathered wood. I don't even need it. So now I'm going to go in with some of that peeled paint, and I'm going to add the leaves to this flower here, and then I'm going to add in some grass. And that's basically all I'm going to add. I just want the suggestion of some grass there. And then I'm going to wet the area and just add a soft wash of some of that green to fill in the rest. Just real loose. Okay, and I can let that dry, and then if I need to go back in and fill in any of the other grass, I can do that. But now I'm going to work on the sky, and I'm mainly just going to stick to the area right around our little elephant here and get that wet. And then I'll go in with some of our tumbled glass here. And I just want a soft wash, so I'm just going to touch that down softly again. Kind of let that color spread out. And then we'll do the same on this side of the image. By touching that down and leaving some darker spots and some lighter spots, it kind of gives the illusion of clouds, because you've got some wispy whiteness going on. Just a little bit around the speech bubble, but we want to kind of let that fade off right around that point. So from there, I'm just going to go ahead and wet those edges, let the color move, but we're not going to introduce any more color. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. I'll add in some extra grass if I need to, and then we'll be back to assemble the card. Okay, so my watercolor piece is dry now, and I've cut that down using the Lawn Fawn Stitched Journaling Card die. So now we can assemble the card. I've got a piece of Pink Lemonade MFT cardstock here, and we've got some pattern papers from this We Go Together paper pad by Pebbles. Really cute paper pad. I've cut down a couple of pieces here, and we'll go ahead and adhere them to our card base. Just line that up. Okay, now that that's on straight, we can go ahead and add our next layer, which is this gray piece here, which I thought would complement our little elephant very well. This gray and pink combo used to be one of my favorites as a child. I don't know about you guys, but I had a pair of gray and pink saddle shoes that were like my pride and joy. I don't know if you guys remember those shoes back from the 80s, but I loved them. Alright, so our little panel is going to go on right here, so I'm just going to grab some foam tape here. Just using the lines on the pattern paper to get that nice and straight. Okay, now I have this little strip of pattern paper that just says XOXO all over it, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that into a banner end. Okay. And then I'm going to add that to our card base with another little bit of foam tape here. I'm gonna just make myself a little slit with my fingernails so that I can trim that down. And then I'll add that foam tape to this end. And we'll take a little bit of Tombow for the piece that's going to rest flat on our focal panel. And then we can just line that up. Press that down. I don't want it to be right across from our speech bubble there because I kind of want to create a visual triangle here with these three elements. So we'll add that there. And then I've got this other little strip here with these little hearts on it, just to add another pop of color there with the darker kind of corally red. So I've added a little bit of Tombow Mono to that. And then we'll just line that up so it kind of nestles in that corner of the banner end. And then I can just trim off that excess there. And that completes our card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little watercolored image. I think he's so cute. Such an adorable set by Dawn. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.